Dr. Ligaya Cathedrelia, with the cooperation also of the untiring and dedicated, committed teachers, and with the support also of our Barangay Local Government Unit or the BLGU, headed by Honorable Rodolfo Malaga. The stakeholders, both internal and external, our dear parents, other agencies, and the business sector. This collaboration between the school and the community is concrete evidence that education truly is a shared responsibility. To the graduating class batch 2021-2022, let me express my warmest congratulations on your achievements today. For you all have endured and persevered and have overcome exceptional uncertainty and challenges. Keep on believing in yourselves that you can achieve your goals and reach your dreams. Always have the desire to learn new knowledge and skills despite the hardships encountered along the way, for a that our learners can cope up with the challenges they encountered in the printed modular modality of learning. Who would have thought that one of the members of today's graduating class is in Doha, Qatar, a country situated in the Middle East? The digitized modular learning modality offered by our school made it possible for this particular student currently working abroad to finish the senior high school curriculum and be one of the graduating students today. Faced with the challenges brought about by the pandemic, our school still managed to have 88.7% increase of graduates from the previous year. Indeed, Albert Einstein made sense when he once said that in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The implementation of progressive face-to-face classes is a task which demands great effort because of the threatening surge of the COVID-19 virus. But despite facing such danger, one can proudly say that
We are nothing, for everything is vain, but with God, everything is possible. To our highly esteemed members of the academic community, led by City Schools Division Superintendent Miguel P. Pelialan Jr., SASU 6, sir. To our very own school principal, Dr. Ligaya A. Cathedrelia, Principal 3, ma'am. Together with her assistant to the principal for senior high school, Ma'am Pamela C. Hamias, Master Teacher 2, ma'am. And assistant to the principal for junior high school, Ma'am Perla L. Yurin, Master Teacher 2, ma'am. To the barangay officials who are with us today, members and officers of the PTA, teaching personnel, members of the graduating batch, parents, guardians, visitors, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Heartfelt gratitude to our Holy Living Father, for He has appointed me into this great privilege to welcome every one of you to our long-awaited in-person graduation, even in the face of this current pandemic.
Salamat, please be seated. My greetings to our officials and states. Of course, I would like to greet our dynamic and motherly principal of Guerrino National High School, in the person of Ma'am Ligaya Joy Cathedrelia. I oftenly called her Joy when I started setting foot in the soil of the city of Goodwill 2.5 years ago, to be exact, in January 2 of 2020. And the two sparring partners, they are ladies, but they are very courageous. Sabi ko nga ka Ma'am Guy kanina, pwede na natin silang isalang, no? In leadership position, in higher leadership position. I'm referring to Ma'am Pamela Hamyas of the senior high school. Abi, palakpakan natin si Ma'am Pam. Ang ganda ng kanyang message, no? And in fact, I was really blessed with the message of struggle and courage for the past 2 years and a half. And of course, Ma'am Pearl, ang nag-iisang perlas ng VFGNHS, Ma'am Pearl Loren. And I would like also to recognize the presence of our very supportive Barangay Chairman in the person of Honorable Rodolfo Malaga. Thank you so much, Kap. And the PTA President, we have Mr. Danilo Sianda. And our guest speaker who will be introduced to us shortly. To my dear teachers, yung sinasabi nilang pangalawang ina, no? In English, we call them two mothers. To our dear parents in attendance, friends, visitors, my dear completers for school year 2021-2022, and my dear graduates, resilient graduates of batch 2022. To everyone in attendance, in Ilonggo I say, mayad-ayad gid nga aga sa atong tanan. Good morning. I do not know where to start because I was tasked to give the messages of the Secretary of Education. At the same time, the message of our dear RD Charlie Rocafort and my message. But allow me to just speak direct from my heart regarding our journey, why we have reached this far in our basic education in the City Schools Division of Tacorong. We know that for the past 2 years and a half, we were not given the opportunity to see each other face to face. And this was the time when the central office, as well as the regional office of the Department of Education, have started building and crafting the basic education plan, or the BLCP, or we call that the Basic Learning Continuity Plan, so that we can be able to start of where we can proceed, if only to ensure that education continues in the midst of pandemic. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako dahil in a little way, our VFGNHS National High School had done its great part in contributing to the success of basic education in our beloved Schools Division Office of Tacorong City. To name a few, siguro naalala natin yung haka-haka, no? Kung sa Ilonggo pa, Marites. Pero itong haka-haka na ito ay alam ni Ma'am Pamela anong meaning ng haka-haka na yan. Ay pinuntahan nila yung mga kabahayan and they bring to the doorsteps of our parents the needs of our children in basic education. Yung tinatawag natin na hindi pa sila kontento ng haka-haka, may sorbetes pa. Ni Ma'am Pearl yata yun, no? Sa mathematics. And the rest of the ingenuity and creativity that our school had engaged with, if only to provide opportunities for our learners to really engage with basic education despite of the pandemic. Isa sa nakita ko doon yung ginawa nating tech book immersion activities by bringing also to the community, to the barangay, and to other centers on the output of the learners in our EPAS and food technology and the like. Ito mga mahal ko na mga guro at mahal ko na mga magulang ay nangyari dahil sa ating pagtutulungan. We know for the fact that there are 5 minds of the future that we need to engage with or master with if we want to survive the 21st century challenges. And one of the minds of the future that I'm referring to is the mind of creativity. Kaya nagiging creative tayo na mga estudyante at mga guro. And I'm very happy because VFGNHS is one of the schools that really spearheaded the automation and digitalization of our basic education curriculum or our BLCP in the City Schools Division of Tacloban. Today, I would like to report to you in humility that we have already had started the fiber optics, a 3-kilometer fiber optics from the SDO office going to Greenview, including the elementary, so that we can have an uninterrupted supply of internet connection wherever you are in the school campus. And modesty aside, I'm very happy to report to you, siguro ma'am, hindi man lang kayo tungod Ilonggo, kapambo kita, no? Pero gusto ko lang i-announce nga ang atong syudad nakadawat sa National Award sa EdTech as Best Innovative Award recently in Baguio City, and that is because of your support for automation and digitalization of our basic education curriculum in the city. Today, we have reached as far as the South Cluster, the 7 to 8 schools in the South Cluster where we have tandem or we have connected with the DICT, putting up a modem that it can reach Lancheta, Magallaon, and Lancheta, Magallaon can throw the internet signal to all schools in that area. Alam natin, the South Cluster is really, hindi naman neglected, but they were not having that opportunity of having this internet connection. My dear friends, isa sa mga ginawa natin noon ay nagkaroon tayo ng development of the self-learning modules. Ito yung unang pinag-aralan natin at meron pa tayong mga konting mga tinatawag natin na complaints dahil sabi nila ang mga magulang ba ang magtuturo para sa kanilang mga anak. And this was the time when we have to make a very decisive decision because if not, then education in our country will fail. And I'm very happy because our very dear Secretary Leonor Magtilis-Briones did not stoop down and did not surrender. She gave a marching order that we have to continue looking for means and ways where we can be able to provide teaching and learning while pandemic is going on. So nagkaroon tayo ng printed na self-learning modules. We have our digitized modules right now. Then we have the local cable station airing the lessons of our children. Then we also have our radio-based instruction na kung saan ang VFGNHS ay isa rin sa mga paaralan natin na nagmudmod na mga radio transistor sets sa mga mag-aral. At ngayon, napakaligaya ko dahil we will be erecting the 3rd radio station. The first is in San Emmanuel National High School. The second is in Rahamuda National High School. And the third, thank you so much, Ma'am Lala, Ma'am Ligaya, for putting up another radio station in VFGNHS National High School. Yeah. Bakit natin ginagawa ito? We are doing this because we love you, our dear learners. But over and above all these developments that are happening, and we are enjoying right now, let us remember the mind of character, that we have to develop within ourselves. Our competencies are very good, no question about that, but the development of character, of persistence, of resilience, of respect, of reflection, these are some of the minds of the future should be embedded within our system. Kailangan natin ito in order for us to survive the unknown environment of the future. What you have learned right now might not be useful in the future. That's why we are instilling in you the kind of behavior and the kind of attitude that we need to develop within us so that we can be able to succeed whatever problems and obstacles we will be facing in the near future. My dear graduates and my dear completers of batch 2022, you are the quarantine generation. Quarantine generation because you're able to study even within the four corners of your homes, even within the premises of your surroundings, of your community, and you emerge victorious. Palakpakan natin ang ating mga sarili. Sa panahon namin, hindi namin nakita ito, hindi namin na-experience ito. But you are the most resilient generation of our times, and we expect you to join us rebuilding our communities. We expect you to join us rebuilding our nation so that we can provide the best future for the next generation and the generations to come. Napakaligaya ko ngayong umaga dahil nakikita ko kayo na naingiti sa inyong mga labi, sa inyong mga mukha. Nakikita ko yung galak ng ating mga magulang. Nakikita ko yung galak ng ating mga partners na nagbunga ang ating sakripisyo sa loob ng 3 taon. Hindi tayo nag-surrender. And thank you so much, my dear teachers, our heroes. Palakpakan natin ang ating mga guro. I never received any complaints from VFGNHS National High School. Kaya nahiya ako. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, I have to do something to compensate whatever sacrifices our teachers have given in the name of education in the City Schools Division of Tacloban. Pinagigihan ko ang aking trabaho at maraming salamat dahil hindi niyo ako iniwanan. Thank you, my dear teachers, for standing the ground and protecting the welfare of our learners. Some of us in the city have left ahead of us because of the struggle that we have faced in the COVID-19 pandemic. But some of us who survived, we are very thankful because we continued working, innovating, and making things work for our school in VFGNHS National High School. Maraming salamat sa ating principal, si Ma'am Ligaya Joy Catedrilla, kasama ng kanyang sparring partners. Hindi ko alam kung ano ang iniisip ni Ma'am Ligaya ngayon. Pero alam ko, Ma'am Ligaya will be leaving a very good legacy of basic education in Greenio or VFGNHS National High School. Nagpapasalamat ako sa ating mga magulang na walang sawang sumusuporta sa ating paralan. Of course, yung ating donors, nagkita din kami nung isang araw, si Mr. and Mrs. Noel Greenio, sa ating mga local leaders. Maraming mga panahon na kami ay nagkita at nagkaroon tayo ng pagbibigay ng suporta sa ating mga mag-aaral. At lalong-lalo na sa lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating poong may kapal, nagbigay sa atin ng kalakasan, nagbigay sa atin ng karunungan at gabay upang magawa natin ang ating obligasyon, magawa natin kung anong dapat sa gitna ng pandemya, ay mairaos natin ang pag-aaral ng ating mga mag-aaral. Sabi pa nga ng ating Secretary of Education, patuloy ang ating pagreforma sa ating K-12 basic education, kaya nakatanggap tayo ng mga support galing sa taas, yung pag-improve natin ng ating mga curriculum, ng ating mga self-learning modules, pagbibigay ng mga laptops and tablets, at paigihin natin ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral sa makabagong K-12 basic education curriculum. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at sana ay patuloy nating suportaran o magbigay ng support dito sa ating pinakamamahal na VFGNHS National High School. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, as the principal of VFGNHS National High School, I, Ligaya A. Catedrilla, have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of school year 2021-2022, composed of 68 boys and 97 girls, with a total of 183. After careful scrutiny of the requirements submitted in my office, I have found that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements for graduation. I therefore certify that these candidates for graduation have fully satisfied the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the senior high school curriculum. Sir, they are now ready for your confirmation.
In accordance with the certification of your principal that you have satisfactorily completed the K-12 basic education curriculum for the junior high school, that is grade 10, and senior high school, that is grade 12, and by virtue of the authority in me vested by the Department of Education, Her Excellency Honorable Leonor Magtulis Briones, as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division Office of Tacurong City, Sultan Kudarat, I hereby confirm the completion of 169 boys and 180 girls, a total of 349 completers, and graduation of 68 boys and 97 girls for the senior high school graduates. This 30th day of June 2022 at VFGNHS National High School. You will now receive your certificates of completion and graduation respectively. Congratulations.
You are now official graduates for the school year 2021-2022. Always remember that this is just the start of the real tests, and there will be more opportunities of becoming prepared for the unforeseen challenges of the future. Now, you will be receiving the symbols of your achievements, your diploma.
Ladies and gentlemen, the senior high school graduates of VFGNHS National High School.
friends, visitors, and fellow graduating students, good morning. Our senior high school journey was like a roller coaster ride. Not because we had our fair share of ups and downs, but because of the plot twist we experienced all throughout these years. Before the pandemic happened, we are used to a face-to-face learning, and we learn together while having fun in our usual classroom setup. But when everything we were used to has changed, from face-to-face learning to modular and online class, and from group collaboration to self-regulated learning. The following school years, our learning has simply become modular, own perseverance and own effort to learn. When face-to-face learning has been allowed in the midst of pandemic, we are excited and happy because finally, after 2 years, we can learn again like how it was supposed to. Because of those difficulties, we have come together and we have stood on our own. As a usual experience of a student, we had encountered difficulties in exams, had challenging moments due to paperwork, and had thoughts of giving up. We may have faced innumerable challenges, but we surpassed all of them because of our desire to succeed. And this will is the true spirit of being a Virginian. Indeed, our resiliency makes us unique. We can quickly recover from any challenges with steadfast. We rise after falling into hardships, bringing with us lessons anew. We consider failures as our building blocks towards forming a better version of ourselves. For one, I've also had my fair share of hardships and struggles, worrying about my future job or what course should I take in college, and having the same thought over and over again. It is the pressure that is my greatest enemy, but it has also played an important role in building myself. Fellow Virginians, I am openly expressing myself because I want you to realize that anything that happened to us in the previous years, even the smallest of things, have contributed a lot to our humble success. I want you to embrace your flaws because that made you who you are today. As we have come to end of our senior high school journey, let us not forget to acknowledge the values of gratitude we've instilled and humility coupled with our faith in our Almighty God. This paves the way for us to reach this point in our life and achieve the sweet fruits of our labor. So many people had offered a hand in our success. To our beloved school principal, Dr. Ligaya A. Cathedral Principal 3, and to our senior high school assistant to principal, Ma'am Pamela C. Hamias, for the all-out support in all the activities that you have extended to all of us. Most especially for making this graduation ceremony possible. Our journey will not be worthwhile without the helping hands that you offered to all of us. Your leadership is a great manifestation of a true leader. To our teachers and advisors, who inspire us a lot as they themselves continue to demonstrate integrity in what they do and for being so extra in making this graduation ceremony as perfect as it can be, and for extending beyond their working hours just to prepare everything. To our classmates, for giving us treasure-worthy experiences, for all the uphill battles we've overcome together, for the efforts each has exerted for the betterment of the class, and especially for building a new friendship that we had. To our friends, for flashing a genuine smile on our faces, for not letting us do or face situations alone, for all the laughters we had, and for being part of this journey. To the security and maintenance departments, for keeping our environment conducive for learning, and for ensuring our safety inside the campus premises. To our parents, for selflessly giving us the support we need, and for all the things you taught us, for the love, respect, attention, support, guidance, advices, and for always being there every time when we need your advices. To Virginia F. Green National High School, for molding us to be better citizens of our country, for the wonderful memories, lifelong friends, for the educational foundation, and for the amazing educators and mentors. And most especially to our Creator, regardless of our religions, for His guidance, protection, and love. Without Him, we would not be able to reach this point of our lives. This graduation ceremony is a great manifestation of the hard work, perseverance, and excellence we have invested in our education. Let us congratulate each other for overcoming these challenges and for being able to reach this far. Bob Marley says, "You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice." He was not wrong, because the truth is that we never know until where we can make it and how much we can grow until we have the need to do it. Let us not worry ourselves for failing, because it is through our failures we learn better. Failing means having a time to breathe, having a time to rethink things, and having a space to grow. It serves as a redirection in our lives. Everyone fails, but not all who fail is a failure. For failures are only for those who did not have the courage to stand after they fall. We will fail, but we will never give up. Let this be our mantra for the rest of our challenging lives. Don't be afraid of failing, because as long as we keep learning, we keep winning. Again, congratulations graduates of batch 2021 and 2022. Thank you and good morning.
In every achievement is aligned to a person. Like Confucius said, and I quote, "The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence." At this point, may we call on Ma'am Hyacinth Gail B. Lyso to introduce our guest speaker for today. Ma'am.
With pride and honor, with pride and honor, I am pleased to introduce to all of you our keynote speaker for this year's senior high school commencement exercises. Our keynote speaker is the class valedictorian of Dr. Manuel J. Grino Memorial Central Elementary School in the year 2000. His high value for words education has led him to emerge as the class valedictorian of Virginia F. Grino National High School class of 2004. He then pursued his tertiary education at the University of Cebu, where he obtained his degree, a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management. He was also awarded with a Certificate of Recognition for having a very comprehensive thesis. For 2008 to 2015, he became the team leader of Sites Asia Incorporated, which is a leading provider of multi-channel demand generation and customer engagement services for Global 2000 companies. At present, he is the manager in account operations of Sitel Group, which is a global leader for contact center solutions. As a proof of his commitment to education, he is now an incoming second-year Juris Doctor in Sultan Kudarat State University Law School, and at the same time, the member of the SKSU College of Law Student Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Mr. Michael Roy Hordan Talamor.
Please be seated. Thank you. To our school's division superintendent, Mr. Miguel P. Filialan Jr., CESO 6, sir. To to the school principal, Dr. Ligaya Catitrilla, ma'am. To the Honorable Rodolfo Malaga, Cap. To the entire faculty and staff of Virginia F. Greenview Memorial National High School, proud parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, and to our graduates, a wonderful morning to each and every one of you. Before anything else, I'd like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the school administration for having me here today to speak about what life has taught me so far and perhaps inspire our graduates. Thank you again, ma'am. Now, I got to be honest, standing in front of you right now and speaking is quite overwhelming and it brings back a lot of memories. To the graduates, I want to tell you a story and I hope and pray that you get something out of it. I graduated from high school from this very institution in 2004. And I finished my bachelor's degree just in 2019. Yes, you heard it right, 2019. So that is exactly 15 years. 15 years. So it took me 15 years to complete my college. So you might be asking why? Dapat ang college 4 or 5 years lang, 'di ba? Nga 15 years gini siya. Siguro base damo ni siya bagsak pag college or base grabe ni siya kabugoy. No. And that's the story I want to tell you right now. After I graduated in high school, I enrolled at the Notre Dame of Marbel University in Coronadal City and I took up Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. I was actually doing quite well in terms of grades on my first and second year in college. In fact, I was a Dean's Lister back then. Now, at the same time when I started college, si nanay, my mother, went abroad. And supposedly, every person nga mo-abroad, no? Ang pinaka-goal is to augment our finances to support our studies. Kaya that time, my older brother was already in college and taking up nursing. And very gasto ang nursing that time. Tapos, my younger brother, which is sunod na ko, he was about to go in college as well. So technically or basically, tatlo mi nga magdungan sa college. So that's the reason why my mom went abroad. Now, but unfortunately, unlike those families nga may ara abroad, either the mom or the mother or the father, our financial situation got a lot worse actually. For several reasons. And that's not a secret to some of the faculty and staff here in the school. So, in 2007, I was on my second semester of my third year in college. I had to drop out of college. Aside from finances, to be honest, no, I got overwhelmed with what was happening to our family that time. And I just wanted to quit. I just wanted to stop. To be honest, kapoy ko that time. Kapoy, syempre. Accountancy that time was a very demanding course and I find it very difficult to focus on my studies while going through some personal and family problems. So one day, I packed up, mag-impake ko, I decided to just go somewhere. And there I just found out myself to be on board super ferry from General Santos City to Manila. Now take note nga, that time, no one knows na palakat ko sa Manila. Wala sa nakabalo. It was a secret. When I arrived in Manila after 3 days and 2 nights sa dagat, I felt helpless because I don't know what to do and I don't know where to go in Manila. It was my first time to travel that far. But since ara naman ko dito, syempre, alangan mabalik pa ko dire. So, I decided na there's no turning back. This is what I decided, so dapat ipadayo na. I looked for a job in Manila and I ended up working in a factory. The factory was creating mga plastic bottles like ng Johnson & Johnson na baby oil. Those are our products when I was working in a factory. So that was from December of 2007 up until May of 2008. I did not last there because factory is very, inside the production department, it's very hot. Kay may mga machine ka mo nga itunawon ang plastic, tapos i-create naman siya sa bago nga plastic, very hot. And we only had 1 day off from work that time. So I resigned and went back here in Tacurong City. 2008, nagbuli si nanay from abroad. And I know that she was very disappointed with what happened to me and basically to our family. Wala pag-ipon, so it made the situation a lot worse than before. So, to help, nag-work ko sa Jollibee dira sa Tacurong, and I had to venture out to other jobs, including selling chorizo. And some of the teachers here in the school actually were my loyal customers before. Then, in November of 2008, the company that I am working right now had a job fair in General Santos City. So I applied there and luckily, I got hired and the company relocated me from Tacurong City to Cebu. And since then, I have been working for that company that's running 14 years, siguro na, 2008 up until now. So, just like everyone else, I started as an entry-level employee. I remember actually when I started working for that company, just for everyone's information, the company that I am working right now is a call center. It's a BPO. So when I started there, that was in 2008. Imagine I came from Tacurong, 2008. That time, dili pa uso ang Facebook. I think Friendster pa man siguro to siya ang uso. So when I started there, during the training for the first month in that company, I was afraid. I was very afraid because the training is technologically inclined siya, meaning all the things that you are working on, all the equipment, computer siya. And to be honest, 2008, I didn't even know how to use a computer. So ang mga upod ko nga naga-training sila kay mga tech savvy naman sila kay syempre they are introduced naman to technologies like computers. Some of them might even had their own computers at home, but ako wala. Wala jud ko idea kung paano mag-turn on sa computer before. So during the entire training time, I was just noting down on my notebook all the things that our trainer is discussing or was discussing that time. I-take note ko na lang siya sa notebook with a pen and a paper. Ang iban kay sa computer, nagagamit na sila sa computer. So, but that did not stop me from doing what I was supposed to be doing. So I decided na it's time siguro na I should work hard. So eventually, with dedication and perseverance, I got promoted to a team leader. So when you are a team leader you're handling a set of people. So you're leading them towards a specific goal. And after that, after I was promoted to a team leader 2011, and after 4 years, I got promoted to the account manager position. So when you are an account manager, you're handling 5 to 6 teams na. So that's composed of 15 people per team. So that's roughly mga 100 people siguro in one operations. Now, while I was working, I decided na siguro it's time for me to finish my course. That's why in 2008, I successfully graduated from Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management from the University of Cebu. So if you are to ask me, was it difficult to study and work at the same time? Yes. Aside from the fact na my work is on night shift, that adds up actually to the pressure sa school side. So that's the reason why it took me 15 years now to complete my studies. Now, you might be asking, why am I sharing this? Because to the graduates, I want to tell you that life is not what it seems. You have to expect the unexpected. Diba? When life knocks you down, tindog, bangon. Diba? It's not the end of the road yet. Ang inyong team subong kay pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity. And I think si Sir Pilyalan na siguro itong nag-mention kagina nga, this batch is the most resilient because you were able to successfully graduate from senior high school in the midst of the pandemic. Diba? So put that in mind. You are one of the most resilient people. So as I've said, when life knocks you down, be resilient. Bangon. Padayon lang ta. Diba? There will always be challenges along the way. Dili na siya easy ang kinabuhi. May aragi na siya mga problema. Every one of us has their own fair share of ups and downs, mga problema sa life. But that should not stop you from pursuing your dreams. Never back down. Never give up. Another one is, failure is just a delayed success. Kung naka-fail ka subong, so be it. Diba? At least you tried. You did your part. You did your best. What's important is getting up. Bangon taliwat. Try na to liwat. Amo lang na siya importante. Another thing is be open for continuous learning. You see guys, the work that I am doing right now, that was not in any way related to the course that I studied back in college. But of course, if you really want to learn a thing, imo dyan na siyang hatagan og time para makatunan nimo. So be open for continuous learning. And the last thing that I want to tell you, and hopefully you'll learn from it, is always be grateful. The things that you have right now, the position where you at right now, are actually part of the products of the people who exerted effort just to get you where you are right now. So always remember, be grateful, and be kind to every person that you meet along the way, because we don't know their stories in life. So to the graduates, let this be a challenge na I know nga it's a fact that along the way you'll probably kung sa Tagalog pa madapa, but just shrug it off and learn from it. Bangon ta dayon. Kaya importante magpadayon ta. Okay, to the parents, congratulations sa inyong mga efforts. You have now your graduates, but life must continue, no? So, thank you so much again to the administration of the school for having me here today. And congratulations again, graduates. Good morning.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the members of the graduating class of 2022, with the help of Almighty God, do solemnly pledge our loyalty to our dear alma mater, the Virginia F. Vino National High School, to adhere its ideals and virtues, to serve God, our country, and our fellow men. So help me God.
My courtesy and respect to our school's Division Superintendent, Sir Miguel P. Filialan Jr., Seso 6, Sir. To our keynote speaker, Sir Michael Ray Talamor. To our Barangay Chairman, Honorable Rodolfo Malaga. To our PTA President, Sir Danilo Sianda, Sir. To Ma'am Dina Grino, the school site donor. And para po malaman natin, the donor po siya ng ating mga medals po. To our two assistant principals, Ma'am Pamela Hamias and Ma'am Perla Lurin, faculty and staff, parents and graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a very katahong morning to all of us. Looking beyond our theme for today's commencement exercises, K-12 graduates pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity is truly a labor of hard work and dedication administered by the school among its stakeholders, the parents who never had the last doubt sending their children to school, and the students whom in return have proven to their communities, the institution, and their parents, and that there is no hindrance in achieving success. To the parents who trusted their children in this institution to mold and to develop, your continued support had led the path of your young ones to be enlightened of the thoroughfare you once had dreamt of them. As much as your children have shown courage in taking their milestone, you have served as their support system and inspiration. And needless to say, please do not give up. To the graduates of batch 2021-2022, you have shown resilience and wit in continuing education amid the crisis brought about by the pandemic throughout the years of your journey. But end up victorious in this day that you are to receive your diplomas. It is showing strength with grace in striving in strife of hard work. It is with purpose that you are here today. However, this is not yet the end of your journey. This is just the beginning of a new start. You are never going backwards. So keep an eye on your path forward, towards your ultimate life goals. To the academic achievers of today's commencement exercises, I am proud that you have exceeded expectations of reaching these significant milestones in your lives. Let this achievement also be generously shared among school administrators and the personnel, the teachers, and the parents who have given a part of themselves to ensure the success of your young learners. May this theme remind us of the core reason of our vocation, to mold young minds into citizens who have a heart for service and a dream for the Filipino nation. We send you off today, our dear graduates, to another journey of your lives, with our hearts filled with hope that we have given you the education you deserve, one that is inclusive, relevant, and holistic. I hope you realize that you are the answer to your dreams. I wish you all the best with your future endeavors. To the non-achievers, I am prouder of where you are now. You have conquered not just the fear of being left behind, but you have conquered yourself. And for me, that is the courage of a true warrior. Do not lose hope, my dear. For those who seek for wisdom will be given, and your time is still to unfold. To end, this commencement ceremony would not be possible to the people behind, to the administrators, to our teachers, to the stakeholders, the parents, and the graduates of this batch. Thank you so much. May we all carry with us the warrior of being a Virginian with us. Thank you, and God bless po sa ating lahat.
At this moment, let us feel the story of our senior high school graduates through their farewell song, Always You. A round of applause, please.
Abangan sa YouTube ha. Abangan sa YouTube.